Welcome to the Grim Tapes, where the darkest corners of human experience are brought to light. Tonight, we venture deep into the chilling phenomenon known as sleep paralysis. This condition has haunted countless people across centuries, cultures, and continents. For some, it's a brief, if terrifying, glitch in the brain's wiring. For others, it's a gateway to something much darker, an encounter with demonic entities. Are these simply hallucinations born from a frozen body and a racing mind, or do they hint at a hidden realm that only reveals itself when we are most vulnerable? In this extensive documentary, we will examine real encounters, historical and cultural beliefs, scientific explanations, and the terrifying connection many have drawn between sleep paralysis and demonic entities. From medieval folklore to modern-day neurology, we're leaving no stone unturned. What is sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is a condition in which a person, either during falling asleep or waking up, experiences a temporary inability to move or speak. The person remains conscious but is effectively trapped inside their own body. This state can last from a few seconds to several minutes, and is often accompanied by vivid hallucinations, pressure on the chest, and an overwhelming sense of fear. Scientifically, sleep paralysis is believed to occur during the transition between rapid eye movement, REM, sleep and wakefulness. During REM sleep, the brain is active and dreams are vivid, but the body remains paralyzed to prevent us from acting out our dreams. Sometimes, we regain consciousness before this paralysis ends, resulting in a terrifying experience. Historical and cultural perspectives. The universality of sleep paralysis across cultures is striking. What differs is how each culture interprets the experience. Europe, the night hag. In medieval Europe, sleep paralysis was known as the night hag, a demonic entity believed to sit on a sleeper's chest, suffocating them. Japan, kanashibari. In Japan, sleep paralysis is called kanashibari, and it is thought to be caused by vengeful spirits, often linked to unresolved grudges. Africa, in some African cultures, it is attributed to witchcraft or a spiritual attack by enemies. Hmong, Dab Tsog. Among the Hmong people, sleep paralysis is believed to be the work of a nocturnal spirit called Dab Tsog, which presses on the chest and tries to steal the soul. Middle East, Jinn. In Islamic traditions, the experience is sometimes linked to jinn, supernatural beings that can possess or disturb humans. Each of these interpretations centers around one idea, that something malevolent, something unseen, visits us in our most defenseless state. Personal testimonies. Thousands of people around the world have reported eerily similar experiences. Here are a few real-life accounts. The dark figure at the foot of the bed. One man described waking up unable to move, with a dark figure standing at the foot of his bed. The figure slowly approached, whispering incoherently. Despite trying to scream, no sound came out. The suffocating weight. A woman recounted feeling as though something was sitting on her chest, making it difficult to breathe. She saw a grotesque face inches from hers, sneering, as she fought to wake up. The voice. Another victim reported hearing a voice saying, "You belong to us now," followed by an intense cold and the sensation of being dragged downward. These stories, though varied in detail, share common elements: immobility, a presence in the room, a sense of dread, and an often malevolent entity. Demonic entities, coincidence or connection? What explains the consistency of these terrifying hallucinations? Some argue it's merely a product of a half-awake brain, combining dream imagery with waking awareness. But others believe these experiences point to a much more sinister reality. Religious and spiritual individuals often interpret these entities as demons, beings that exist in a parallel dimension and prey on the soul during vulnerable states. The Christian perspective might describe it as demonic oppression. In Islamic teachings, jinn could be responsible. Other traditions describe these beings as interdimensional parasites feeding off human fear. Even paranormal researchers have theories. Some claim that sleep paralysis thins the veil between our world and others. In that liminal space, we might see what is normally hidden. Are these hallucinations, or are we catching a glimpse of the spiritual battlefield around us? Scientific explanations. Science, of course, takes a different stance. Neurologists explain that during REM sleep, the brain releases neurotransmitters like glycine and GABA to inhibit muscle movement. Sleep paralysis happens when a person becomes conscious before REM paralysis has ended. Hallucinations occur because parts of the brain responsible for fear and visual processing are still partially in dream mode. The combination of immobility and vivid hallucinations creates a hyper-realistic nightmare that feels like an external attack. Psychologists also note that sleep paralysis is more common in people with disrupted sleep schedules, PTSD, anxiety, and depression. Common features of paralysis visitations. Despite scientific explanations, the entities described in sleep paralysis are eerily similar across cultures. Shadow people, dark humanoid figures, often standing still or moving slowly. The old hag, a hideous female figure sitting on the chest, a common motif in European folklore. The intruder, an unseen entity that enters the room and brings a sense of dread. The possessor, a presence that tries to enter or take control of the sleeper's body. The consistency of these visions suggests they may stem from a shared archetype or a collective unconscious. Or, they could be evidence of a real phenomenon that science has yet to fully understand. Can it be prevented? While there is no guaranteed way to prevent sleep paralysis, several strategies have shown promise. Maintain a regular sleep schedule. Reduce stress and anxiety through mindfulness or therapy. Avoid sleeping on your back, a position linked to more frequent episodes. Create a calming nighttime routine and sleep environment. Some people also turn to spiritual solutions, prayer, protective rituals, talismans, or even exorcisms in extreme cases. Media representations. Sleep paralysis has been featured in films and documentaries such as The Nightmare, 2015, which presents real-life stories of sufferers. Pop culture continues to draw from the terrifying imagery of paralysis demons and shadow people, reinforcing and possibly influencing the experiences of viewers. Why does it feel so real? One of the most disturbing aspects of sleep paralysis is how real it feels. Victims often say they could see their room exactly as it was, same lighting, same shadows, same sounds. This isn't like a normal dream. It's as though you're fully awake, except for your frozen body. Some researchers believe this is due to the brain being awake enough to perceive external stimuli, but still locked in a dreamlike state. This hybrid consciousness results in hallucinations that are as vivid as real life. Sleep paralysis is a phenomenon that straddles the line between science and the supernatural. While we understand its mechanics, its deeper meaning remains a mystery. So, what do you think? Are the entities seen during sleep paralysis just tricks of the brain? Or do they represent something more? Have you or someone you know ever experienced this chilling phenomenon? We want to hear your stories. Drop them in the comments below. Let us know what you believe. Is this all in our heads, or are we being visited from beyond the veil? Thank you for watching this deep dive into the world of sleep paralysis and demonic entities. If you found this content thought-provoking or spine-chilling, please like this video, leave a comment sharing your opinion, and subscribe to the Grim Tapes for more investigations into the dark and unexplained. We bring you carefully researched stories every week that dig into the mysteries that science struggles to explain and that belief refuses to abandon. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, sleep well, and watch the shadows.